Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's radio program. In today's radio program, we are going to look at identifying and controlling major cassava diseases on your farm. Many plant diseases are caused by very tiny living things called pathogens. Pathogens are so tiny that you cannot see them even with a naked eye. Examples of pathogens are viruses, bacteria, and fungi. When a pathogen attacks a cassava plant, it multiplies and spreads inside or on the plant. As it spreads, it destroys the plant. The plant will show signs or symptoms of attack. Damage symptoms of major cassava diseases appear on the leaves, stems, and storage roots or tubers of the plant. Cassava diseases are recognized by their symptoms such as discoloration of leaves, sores on the stems, and discoloration of storage roots. Some other diseases which you may notice in cassava are caused by non-living things. Examples of such diseases are wilting due to drought and poor plant growth because of poor soils. In these radio programs, ladies and gentlemen, we will highlight you on how to identify the major cassava diseases in Uganda and how to control these diseases. Let us begin by identifying the major cassava diseases in Uganda. The major cassava diseases in cassava in Uganda are cassava mosaic disease, cassava brown streak disease, and root rots. Some of these diseases attack the leaves and stems of cassava plants, while others attack the storage roots. Let us look at cassava mosaic disease. Cassava mosaic disease is caused by a virus which occurs inside cassava leaves and stems. The leaves of cassava plants with the disease are discolored with patches of normal green color mixed with light green, yellow, and white areas. This discoloration is known as chlorosis. This makes it hard for the leaves to make food. When cassava mosaic attack is severe, the leaves are very small and distorted and the plants are stunted. Let us look at the control of cassava mosaic disease. The two main approaches to controlling cassava mosaic disease are through sanitation and the use of virus-resistant varieties and disease-free planting materials. Use sanitation techniques which involve taking cuttings only from healthy plants and subsequently removing any plants which become diseased. Plant disease from planting materials of two recommended varieties that have proved resistant to cassava mosaic disease, which are 0067 in the local language known as Akena and 2961, which is the variety with pink skin on tubers. I repeat, 0067 in the local language known as Akena and 2961, which is the variety with pink skin on tubers. After planting, any plants showing symptoms should be uprooted immediately. These rouges should be carried out at least once a week for the first 2 to 3 months. Cassava mosaic disease symptoms are obvious from the onset and rouging takes very little time. White flies will not feed on wilted leaves. Uprooted plants need not therefore be burnt but can be left on the surface to dry out. Control of white flies is not practicable under field conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the second disease, which is the cassava brown streak disease. Cassava brown streak disease is caused by a virus. Damage symptoms of the disease appear on the leaves, stems, and storage roots of cassava plants. On the leaves, the disease appears as patches of yellow area mixed with normal green color. The yellow patches are more prominent on mature leaves than on young leaves. The damaged leaves do not become distorted in shape as occurs with leaves damaged by cassava mosaic disease. On the stems, the disease appears as dark brown streaks with dead spots on leaf scars. These streaks are most prominent on upper green portions of the stems. The diseased plants may show shoot tip dieback. Cassava brown streak disease distorts the shape of the tubers and may cause cracks and discoloration in them. Let's look at the control of cassava brown streak disease. 1. Farmers should destroy the infected plants, including the roots. There is no problem of planting resistant varieties in the same field since the disease is not soil-borne. 2. Two recommended varieties that have proved resistant to cassava brown streak disease are 0067 in the local language Akena and 2961, which is the variety with pink skin on tubers. These varieties are also resistant to cassava mosaic. 3. Farmers should select propagating material only from unaffected plants at the time they collect cuttings. Farmers in neighboring fields should also destroy diseased plants. One management option, that is number 5, is to harvest earlier, as necrosis tends to affect roots of sensitive varieties from 5 to 6 months after planting. But early harvesting to avoid the effects of the disease still results in reduced yields because the crop is not in the field long enough to reach its full yield potential. Research is still ongoing to produce a variety that is resistant to cassava brown streak disease.